And we back, y'all. Spread the floor. Immediate reactions after Western Conference Finals, Game 1. Had to get this, man, because the look on the other side of the screen right now is something I've been waiting on for a little while. So it's always good to get my just due whenever I can. You know what I mean? So K2, would like to know your immediate thoughts and opinions about Game 1.
Yeah, man, still processing. As you guys can see, man, I am not a happy camper right now. Just thought we blew the game, honestly. Although we fought our way back into the game, just thought some things late down the stretch, man, that just that's head scratching. And I'm gonna get to the root of the problem, or the real problem, one of the problems in a second. But just some plays in the down the stretch that I just wish we can have back. Shai missed free throw. He missed 2 clutch layups. J-Dub missed layup. Right. Chet playing soft, like just playing soft as shit, bro. And I feel like he's won every matchup, or has an ability to play well against everybody in the league. I've yet to see him play well against Wemby. And I get Wemby that has a vendetta against him, but he has to understand it as well and rise to the challenge, and take on the challenge. It shouldn't just be Caruso and Dub and Dort fighting down there. Like I saw him a couple possessions trying to battle with him, but it should be you the whole game, right? It should be you. Like you need to take that challenge personal. And I saw at the end of the game his face, but you need to take that personal. But I think the 2 reasons why we lost this game is one, 3. I'll give you 3 reasons why we lost this game. Early shooting was awful, right? And this has been OKC's Achilles heel, especially in my eyes, for a while, right? I thought last year before we got Caruso, I was hammering the desk for us to go get a guy like Cam Johnson. I feel like he would have fit the way we play, a floor spacer. We ended up getting McCain, but he's a little small sometimes. They kind of picked on him. Right, that's not a game. You're not gonna get another game like that from Caruso in the series. No. I guarantee you that. So that's a game you're supposed to capitalize. 2, right? Shai, right? Let's just call it a spade a spade. You're my guy, right? But just don't call a spade a spade. You didn't play good tonight. You didn't play well. And I get it, right? Credit to San Antonio. But I just thought some shots, right, that you hunted that was not needed. I think it was a tie ball game, or we were up 1 or down 1 or whatever. We got to stop late in game, and you came down, step back 3, right, when it was not needed, right? Like, go to the basket or set something up and get a good look. The not finishing at the rim, the missed free throw, right? And I get it, right? They're throwing different coverages at him. They're switching between zone and man. They sitting at 2 early. Like I saw them, before he even crossed half court, sitting double, and that's exhausting. But I just thought that he wasn't himself tonight. And I know he'll figure it out. He's a great player. Great players don't do that.
Yeah.
But I just thought he was awful for us tonight, especially in that second overtime. I just didn't think he played well. And the last one, I mean, he's the best player in the world. I know he doesn't have the accolades. And I said this last episode.
Facts. You did.
There's nobody in the history of the game that I've seen, can do anything with him. He does everything on the court. And I said, if Vic imposes his will offensively, there's nothing nobody can do with him. And he did that, right? Yep. Down the stretch. They gave him the ball, right? Post-ups, I thought Alex Caruso, Dub, and those guys, they played him as best as you can. And they're going to give him everything they got. But, I mean, the nigga's 7'5". Like, it's nothing you can do. I thought we had the game.
And he's coordinated. 7'5".
A
Like
coordinated
it's not
seven. Like he
like Rudy
not
Gobert is
sloppy,
goofy at 7'3" with it, right? Like
right? Like
he's
he
extremely
not
coordinated. Yeah.
like he got a good base. Like he know how to put it on the floor. Like he can pass very well. And then I saw him. And I got deja vu. I saw him drill the ball up the left side of the court, and I thought we had the game in hand. And pulled up from 3. Same spot Steph Curry shot that motherfucker from the parking lot.
Yeah, they need to take whatever section of the floor out right there and put something new in that motherfucker.
And cashed it, right? Like, what can you do? You know, he missed the shot. We got it, right? Game in hand. But he came up to and knock it down, right? So I think this is going to be a great series, or at least great games. We got to get one. If we don't get game 2, it's going to be very short. So still believing in my guys. Not overreacting to game 1, but this is what I feared. This is what I feared. So yeah.
Yeah. So it was shocking. Like some of the stuff that he's able to do, like kind of what we were saying, right? Him at being at that height and being able to literally be that coordinated is something that we've never seen a guy of that size. It's like if Kevin Durant almost was like 4 or 5 inches taller. Like it's insane.
Yep.
Like it's insane. His hand-eye coordination, even a lot of the tip rebounds that he get. Most bigs, once they tip it out of their area, there's no way they can get that ball back.
No. Yeah.
But he'll just tip it to somewhere where he knows nobody else can go get it, and then he'll control the
his
rebound.
motor.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
His motor is crazy. And I was thinking about this when I was watching the game, right? I jokingly sent you DeAndre Ayton's college highlights when they was comparing him to David Robinson, right? And he was like, bro, if you look at these highlights, you'll see it. And I was like, nah, facts. And then I was just thinking about us being athletes, right? And height and expectation. Height does, I feel like it does either one or the other. It either creates doubt in that athlete because they have a new standard or a new expectation to kind of hold themselves to, right? So for DeAndre Ayton, for an example, I think a lot of people thought he could be as good or better than David Robinson. And either deep down that either scared him or he did not believe that.
Yeah.
So the production never matched up to what the talent was, right? Or what the talent is. And then you get somebody like Wemby, who's been projected to be, if he can, then he'll be the greatest of, and he believes that shit.
Yeah.
And you can tell it by how he played. Like he literally believes like, no, like if I do what I'm capable of doing, I can be the greatest player to ever touch a basketball, and there's nothing nobody can do with it. And that's like the part of me that was shocking to see, because we're getting a chance to see it in real time. Like it's similar because like LeBron was kind of the same way in the sense of like at 17, 18 years old, people are crowning you as the next carrier of the torch of the sport of basketball. And he believed it. And he ended up having a career that he's had, right? So it's just one of those things that, like I said, it's shocking that we're able to see this in real time. But I really thought you guys were going to win the game. When it went into overtime, I said, I think they lost. I thought that y'all was going to pull that out. To even get into overtime, that play call by Mark Dagnall was
Iverson
beautiful.
Cut, for sure.
Like Iverson cut, Chet opposite corner. He can't, like, you got to make a decision. You gonna give up a 3 to lose the lead, or you gonna stay home? Because I'm gonna beat mine, right? Like that was a hell of a play call. And Stephon Castle was turning the ball over so goddamn much tonight. I thought y'all had a legitimate opportunity to steal the game because of that. I think he had 11 turnovers in the fourth or going into the fourth. Like it was insane. Some of the stuff that he was doing. I think De'Aaron Fox not being available was really showing towards the end of the game, right? In terms of controlling the ball, because I don't think he would have had some of those TOs. But credit to Miss Johnson for staying in it, man, throwing different looks at Shai. You pretty much called it, right? When me and you was sending voice messages back and forth today, you pretty much called how they was going to guard him, and they pretty much guard him like that to a T. What makes their defense so unique is that literally everybody around the court rotates but Wemby.
Yeah.
Like he just roams from block to block, and everybody else will rotate and make all the defensive rotations. And obviously that's the smartest thing you can do when you have somebody like that protecting the rim. And if he can stay out of foul trouble like he did tonight, yeah, bro, I don't know how y'all can win this series. I don't know if nobody can beat them if he's in the game, right? And so I think y'all get game 2. I think y'all get whatever the spread is for game 2. I'm pretty sure y'all cover it just off the simple fact that the Spurs did what they wanted to do. I think they'll try to get game 2, but if it's not looking good early, I think they'll pull it pretty early too. They had a lot of starters tonight play 40, 50 minutes. Just get the rest, in my opinion. If you guys if you're not in a winnable position, early in the third, midway through the third, pull it. Fuck it. Go back home, defend home court. So I think if y'all come out, honestly, I don't think y'all shoot the ball that bad again. From a Shai standpoint, from a Wiggins standpoint. But a lot of that is, I don't know. Maybe you might just credit the San Antonio's defense because Shai was never in a rhythm. And I think him not finding his rhythm early hurt him late. I think him, like the double teams they was throwing and the running jumps they was throwing at him, when he finally did get a one-on-one look, it was like, damn, finally. And you press a little bit because you know that they're going to come few and far between. And I think that might have been what he done tonight. Chet never really seemed like he was in rhythm tonight either. Jay Will looked amazing. He did look really, really good, though. So I feel like that bodes well if in the future. I don't think you'll get another Caruso game like you said, but Wiggins isn't going to shoot that ball that bad again. Isaiah Joe is going to play better, right? Jared McCain, and when he looked pretty good tonight with an extended run, I think he helps out a lot too. So I still think this series is destined for 6. But tonight, game 1 I think we just seen a performance that we're going to talk about for a long, long time.
Yeah. It's one of the better games, or one of the best games of the year. Honestly, you got to put that game up there, especially as one of the all-time playoff games. The rivalry has been renewed, right? If you look at the early 2000s or the mid 2010s, OKC and San Antonio had battles. They knew they had to see each other at some point in time, either before or during the Western Conference Finals to get to the mountaintop. And it's just renewed. I don't know if we get game 2. Wemby is a guy, if it was somebody else, maybe, right? But he has a personal vendetta. I don't know if it's because Chet is on the team or because we're the defending champions, but he wants to demoralize.
He just beat them before too, though.
Yeah, he wants to he wants to demoralize OKC, right? And you can tell in his mannerisms and how he played, he doesn't fear them at all. And
no,
like I said before, this young team, man, they amaze me time in from time out. Every time they play, Dylan Harper is a fucking stud. The way he imposed his will on the game, getting downhill, he had some good buckets for them down the stretch. The and one layup was very, very clutch for them, hitting that in double overtime. So I think the difference between OKC and the Spurs, the Spurs have their role players are a little bit more offensive skilled. Yep. And OKC is more defensive minded. AJ Mitchell, right? Like we need you, gang. I know J-Dub came in and it kind of messed up your rhythm, but you got to go beat that dog. And like I said, I know it's hard, but I'm just watching the game and fellas, go work on that floater, right? Go work on that 2 foot 1 foot floater, because you can beat your guy. It's not like Wemby's is up on the up at the basket. Like if you beat your guy 1 dribble and put him in jail, shoot the floater.
Yeah, the way that their defense is set up is it makes you shoot statistically or analytically in today's game the worst shots in basketball.
Yeah,
17, 18-foot pull-ups.
Yep.
11-foot floaters.
Yep.
Because you're not going to get all the way to the rim.
No.
And they're going to run you off the 3-point line because that's what I was saying in last episode was it allows you to take such big gambles defensively because, if I get beat, he can only beat me a step.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 before help is there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when Luke Cornett was in the game, which is why he didn't play a ton, y'all attacked the rim, got down here. You feel me? That was a lot of times when y'all runs were starting.
Yep.
And then they would throw Wemby back in there.
Yep.
And then they did a really good job at mixing in zone, like random zone possessions as well. So it was a really good game plan. It was well executed from both coaching standpoints. Like we're getting a coaching masterclass as well. They're going tit for tat.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, I watched the game. My phone is blowing up right now. So people are definitely are on that, and I love this time of year, especially the last 2 years, because we get guys out of nowhere that's like on that with the Thunder for no reason, in my opinion. But when you're a great basketball team, that's what he expected. I saw a map that said the whole world again. This how the whole world feels about the Western Conference Finals, and it was every state, San Antonio besides OKC. In my mind, I'm like, y'all do understand if they beat us, y'all got to deal with that, right? Like,
yeah, you're gonna be 100 next.
Like y'all, yeah. That's what y'all want. Y'all want.
They root for the underdog until you become the top dog. That's just
how
I go.
And so, I mean, I think this will be a long series. I'm very, very intrigued to see both conference finals. I'm very, very intrigued to see how both conference finals plays out. I do think the winner of this series is the NBA champion.
Yes.
And so I think we need to see a lot more Jay Will stretch that floor out. But yeah, this gonna be a long one. So buckle up, people. Buckle up.
Yeah, this is gonna be one. Yeah, it's gonna be a good series. It's definitely going to be a good series. And then we can touch on the Eastern Conference since we're here real quick, man. Round of applause for myself and a pat on the back for myself.
Yeah,
I'm almost certain.
Yeah, you called it.
I called the Eastern Conference final.
This is exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel good, man. I feel good. My Cavs. That was my Eastern Conference pick to win it. Only thing I'm scared about right now, I'm not going to lie, they're not a very good defensive team. And the way that the Knicks is playing right now, and the way they're executing offensively, that's a team I don't want to get in a shootout with. I would take a shootout with damn near anybody else in the East, but them, the way they're playing right now. So I'm scared from that perspective. But that series ended pretty much like I said, man. I know you're gonna give me a little hell for James Harden's shooting, but I will let you know he was a plus 31 and plus minus in that game. So even though he didn't shoot the ball well, his impact was definitely felt. And then I just want to say this real quick. Coach Kenny Atkinson gave Asar Thompson a hell of a compliment. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but he basically just said that we was going to keep the ball away from him.
Whatever side of the floor he was on.
Yeah,
we were doing it the other side. Yeah.
He was throwing it the other way. Unfortunately, that works both ways because offensively, if I'm sure Detroit is looking to keep the ball away from him if it's not around the rim. So that whole team just has to work on to find some type of offensive identity. We're not going to have to keep getting into this, Detroit, because we've been saying this for weeks now, damn near a month. But what was your thoughts on Game 7 and the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1 tomorrow?
You blessed. That's all I'm gonna say. James Harden's about to have some words. Although he's a plus 31. He had one turnover, by the way, as well. James Harden was looking very James Harden-y. And so you blessed, man. But
who had the 20 and 10? I'll be saying.
But shout out, what happens? Shout out to Game 7, Allen. Right? Toronto, he had a big Game 7. And then Detroit, he had another big Game 7. We both said this about Cleveland. If they're bigs, play like bigs and not like they're tall, they're gonna be hell. And they did that. And then you just need one of the role players to come along, whether it be Strus. Strus was Game 7, I believe, against Toronto. And then you got the other one, Sam Merrill. He came alive and hit big shots. Detroit picked the worst game to play all around offensively. Cade, the superstar, picked the wrong time. Once again, San Antonio is an anomaly. But you guys that haven't been there in those deep waters, let's get heavy. And I thought you saw that from Cade. Also, Cleveland knew that he was the only scoring option we praised Tobias Harris, but we also about to, say this as well with him. I mean, he came back to
Kirk
earth.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 3 games, he averaged like 7 points a game. Like his box score was 6-8.
I took the under in Game 7, got cash from it.
Yeah, yeah. My dumb ass said he's gonna get 10 points. So last leg didn't hit. So shout out to you, Tobias. But yeah, Detroit need to figure out another a secondary ball handler, a secondary scorer. They need to be in the market for CJ McCollum. They need to be, call up Phoenix and see if they can either get one of Jalen Green or Devin Booker. Yeah, just be in the market for guys that can help and be a secondary scorer for Cade. On to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. I think this is going to be a fun one, another fun one. I do think the Western Conference is going to be more so defensive minded, as you have 2 defensive minded teams. I think the Eastern Conference is going to be more offensive more offensive powered or more offensive geared. Cleveland has nobody to deal with Jalen Brunson. None. And so he's going to have his way in that series. But on the flip side, I love Donovan Mitchell in the series. I like James Harden in the series. I like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in the series. If they can dominate.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to talk to you about. If they get it going like they had in Game 7, one thing that me and you have been talking about for a little while is the fact that the Knicks don't ever go with a double big lineup. Yep. Would they have to?
I think it just depends on the game. I think with New York, I think they're going to try to go small. Mike Brown comes from Golden State, and he likes the small ball. They like to run. Having Cat out there pulls you away from the basket. So,
yeah, for sure.
Who does Evan Mobley guard? I'm very, very intrigued to see that. Does he guard a guy like Josh Hart? I think he does. So he can protect the rim. And then you put a small on Cat. But once again, Cat, which he has all playoff longs, those mismatches, if they put a small on you, just go to the block. So I'm very, very intrigued to see the chess match with them as well. Donovan Mitchell is back home in New York, so I'm looking for him to have a big series. Madison Square Garden, so
he always has a big game.
Like I said, I'm very. This series is offensively, I'm taking a lot of overs on this series, especially from the guards. I will take a lot of unders though on Jared Allen and Evan Mobley because I think they're gonna be playing soft as shit. But no, yeah, offensively, I think this will be a great series. I do think this as well goes 6 or 7. Ultimately, though, I do think the NBA Finals champion does come from the Western Conference, though.
Yeah, it does for sure. Cavs in 6, though, 100%. Cavs in 6. We'll have a James Harden's gonna do it for us this series, man. I feel it.
If I'm San Antonio, I would want that though. If I'm San Antonio or if I'm OKC, I would want that Cavs team to play them.
Yeah, I think the Knicks plays matches up with both of those teams better.
Yeah, and I think OKC smacked both teams, but I do think the Spurs and Knicks series will be very, very interesting because they played each other tough. If you remember, they split the regular season 1-1, and then in the NBA Cup Finals, that's what it was, and the New York Knicks got the better of them. I just think Karl-Anthony Towns stretching the floor and bringing Wemby. Wemby has to guard.
That's what you need.
That's what you need. And although
that's why you couldn't play Hartenstein and Chet tonight. You had to pick. That's why Jay Will got a lot of minutes.
Yep. And although San Antonio has a lot of guards, the wings of New York can guard those guards, right? San Antonio have big guards, but New York got big wings. So they even each other out. It'd be a great series. Madison Square Garden going to one game and then turn around and go play in San Antonio. Small market, big market. A couple years ago on Christmas, Wemby he had a 40, 50 point game in the Garden. So
everybody do though.
Everybody does. So very, very intrigued. The Final Four teams. I'm loving where we at. And I think the NBA and NBA fans I think they in for a treat. This Final Four and then the championship.
Yeah, I do too, bro. If this is just game one, we got a hell of a way to go. And I love that we're going to probably be getting this series for years and years to come. Let us know in the comments who y'all think wins this series, reasons why. We'll be sure to interact with y'all and comment back, and we can have a little conversation about it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to Spread the Floor. I know this was a quicker episode than we normally do, but it's only 2 series right now. So we're going to keep doing our thing and hope y'all keep tuning in.